안녕. Today's topic is 으세요. You may have heard different verb endings like 으세요 or 합니다 or 해요 or just 해 and was wondering, which one is more polite? Which one is more formal? So we'll talk about that a little bit and then we'll focus on the specific form, 으세요. When I start teaching verbs in a class, I start with 요 form, the polite ending, blah blah 요, because I think it's very useful and it's polite, so you won't make mistakes by being too rude or casual. Yeah, so I start with 요, and then I move on to the casual form without 요. By dropping 요, you can make the casual version, right? So 해요 becomes 해, 봐요 becomes 봐. Yeah, so I move on from polite to casual, and then I teach honorific speech. Yeah, so we have these different verbs here. 해, 해요, and 합니다. What is 합니다? Yeah, and what is more polite? What is more formal? Basically, 읍니다, the 니다 form, like 합니다, 먹습니다, 갑니다. Those are a bit formal. It's polite and formal. Blah blah 요 is not that formal, but blah blah 읍니다 sounds formal and a little stiff and distant, I would say. I've seen some books calling it written language, 문어체, but you get to hear it in spoken language as well. So I think the term can be a little misleading. Yeah, so let's call it formal speech. You get to hear 합니다 or 씁니다 on news, in the military, or in a formal announcement. Yeah, so this is the ending that I don't get to use in my daily life very much. I don't use it very much unless it's a very frequently used phrases like 감사합니다 or 죄송합니다. Yeah, like thank you and sorry. 감사합니다, 죄송합니다, or 반갑습니다. Yeah, glad to meet you when you meet someone for the first time or after a long while. In those cases, you can use 읍니다 form, but I don't get to use it. You won't get to use it very often. So for that reason, I don't focus on that form very much in class. But I think learning honorific form can be very useful because you'll get to hear it a lot in Korea. Yeah, when you travel to Korea, after learning a bit of Korean, yeah, when you go to a restaurant or a cafe, the servers will use blah blah 세요 ending. Yeah, so you'll be puzzled. Oh, what is this? Yeah. And that's why I'm doing this today. I'm making a video about 세요. So we need to talk about honorific version, honorific form. The honorific form show respect towards the person who you are talking about. In the chart, the three verbs like 해, 해요, 합니다, those show your politeness level towards the listener, the speaker's politeness level towards the listener. But blah blah 시, the honorific suffix, yeah, the particle, it shows that you're polite towards the person who's talked about. Yeah, so the topic, the person who's talked about in the sentence. So in each of these verbs, 해, 해요, 합니다, there's honorific version. 하셔, 하세요, and 하십니다. Just by saying this, it can be a little confusing, so I'll give you examples. Here's different situations. The first one is, I'm talking to a friend about myself. Yeah, I'm talking about myself, so I don't need to use honorific. I don't need to elevate myself and honor myself. Yeah, so you would say, 나 이 드라마 봐. I'm watching this drama. Yeah, it's a casual speech. If you're talking to a friend about grandma, and grandma is older than you want to show respect, so you would use honorific version. 할머니 드라마 보셔. Grandma is watching a drama. 할머니 드라마 보셔. In 셔, there's this she hiding, inside. And then I'm talking to a coworker about myself. Yeah, this time again, I'm talking about myself, so I won't use honorific. 저 이 드라마 봐요. It's just polite speech, the normal, regular 요 form. Yeah, I'm watching this drama. 저 이 드라마 봐요. But this time you're talking to the manager about himself. You want to show respect towards the listener, the manager. The listener and the person who's talked about are the same person. Yeah, so you would say 과장님 이 드라마 보세요. Yeah, manager. Yeah, in English you won't say this, but yeah, for the lack of the name. Yeah, let's say Tom. Do you watch this drama? 네, 과장님 이 드라마 보세요. Yeah, you're showing respect towards the 과장님. And you're talking to the manager, but this time you're talking about yourself. So you won't need to show respect towards yourself, right? So it's just regular ending, but let's try using the formal one, 읍니다. So, 네, 봅니다. Like, yeah, I watch it. 네, 봅니다. But this time it sounds a little distant and formal. And let's say you're talking to the president of the company about the manager, who's a little lower than the president. Yeah. In this situation, you won't want to show respect towards the manager. Yeah. You want to see the situation through the eyes of the president. So you don't use honorifics and just use the formal ending. So, 김 과장 이 드라마 봅니다. Manager Kim watches this drama. But if the situation is reversed and you're talking to the manager about the president, then you would still show respect because both you and the manager are below the president. Then you would say, 사장님은 이 드라마 보십니다. 보십니다, there's she, the honorific particle or suffix. Yeah. I just tried using 읍니다 to show examples, but it depends on the situation. It depends on the relationship between the workers, co-workers, between the boss and the subordinates. If it's more like a casual setting where the boss is a bit young and they treat each other equally, then you may say just blah blah 봐요. So the previous examples can be like 김 과장이 드라마 봐요. And to your 사장님, to the president, you may also say 사장님은 이 드라마 보세요. Yeah, instead of 읍니다, the most formal version. Yeah, so it may depend on the situation between the relationship of the co-workers. I have more examples, but if I go through everything one by one, it'll be too long. So I'll just show you the examples here, but talk about the middle ones. When I'm talking to a co-worker about myself, I may say, 저 요리해요. Yeah, without using honorifics because it's about yourself. And then if you're asking to your manager about himself, this time you would want to show respect, right? So, 과장님, 요리 자주 하세요? 하세요. Yeah. Manager, do you cook often? You would use honorifics. Now we'll move on and analyze the form a little bit. Where did the 으세요 form, 으세요 ending come from? I found a very good video, so I think I don't need to go in detail. If you want to have a look, I'll put the link down there in the description. But just briefly, if you don't want to follow the link and watch another video. For example, to go, 가다. You take the stem 가, and then the honorific suffix 시, and then when you conjugate the base form and make 요 form, you add either 아요 or 어요, right? And this 시 has no a or o sound, so it's type 2 verb. Yeah, you add 어요, 가시 어요, and then they get jumbled together. 가셔요, 가셔요. But these days we don't say 가셔요. I think it was an old version, I'm guessing. Yeah, these days we say 가세요. Yeah, that's why we say 가세요 as an honorific form. If this whole thing is too much, you can just remember it as verb stem plus 으세요. If the stem ends with a vowel sound like 가, then you add just 세요. If the stem ends with a consonant, you add 으세요. Like 읽다, to read, 읽으세요. Like 할머니 책 읽으세요. Grandma's reading a book. 아빠 신문 읽으세요. Dad's reading a newspaper. Something like that. Now we'll try conjugating these verbs, the following verbs. Yeah, we'll start with present tense. Here I'll do it quickly. 가다, to go, 가세요. 보다, to watch or look, 보세요. 쓰다, to use or to write, 쓰세요. Like 할머니가 blah blah를 쓰세요. Grandma is writing something or using something. 만나다, to meet somebody, 만나세요. noun이다, to be something or somebody. noun이세요. For example, 그분은 선생님이세요. The person is a teacher. 읽다, 읽으세요. 잡다, to hold or catch, 잡으세요. And then blah blah, 보고 싶다, want to do something. 블라블라고 싶으세요. Somebody wants to do something. And this 으세요 can be used in statements, questions, and imperatives. For example, 할머니, 약국에 가세요? Grandma, are you going to the pharmacy? 가세요. This time it was a question. And grandma would not use honorifics about herself. So she would say, 아니, 슈퍼에 가. No, I'm going to the supermarket. And then another example. 아빠, 뭐 하세요? Dad, what are you doing? 뭐 하세요? Showing respect. 책 읽어. I'm reading a book. Yeah, about himself, he won't use honorifics. Just 책 읽어. Casual ending. Here as well, depending on the relationship between the dad and the kid may use casual speech if they have a friendly relationship, friend-like relationship. Like 아빠 뭐해? What are you doing? 아빠 뭐해? Or 아빠 뭐해요? Just a polite yo ending. Or 아버지 뭐 하세요? Yeah, it sounds very mature. 아버지 뭐 하세요? Dad, what are you doing? Father, what are you doing? Yeah, they're all possible. I personally would say 아빠 뭐 하세요? I prefer to use the 아빠. It sounds cute. 아빠. And then 뭐 하세요? I still want to show respect. So 뭐 하세요? Yeah. Another example. 과장님 점심에 누구 만나세요? In English you won't call so, but yeah. Manager, who are you meeting at lunch? 누구 만나세요? And then the answer, 친구 만나요. I'm meeting a friend. Or if the 과장님 tend to use casual speech, 친구 만나. I'm meeting a friend. The next one. 아빠, 내일 할머니가 오세요. Dad, grandma is coming over tomorrow. 할머니가 오세요. You're showing respect towards grandma. 점심 같이 먹을까요? Shall we have lunch together? The next one. 팀장님, 늦었어요. 빨리 가세요. Again, team leader. In Korean, you get to use job title as a way to call somebody. Yeah, instead of someone's name, like team leader. Team leader, it's late. Hurry up. Go quickly. 빨리 가세요. You're showing respect. And the team leader says, 아이고, 벌써 시간이 됐네. Oh, already it's time to leave. One more. 아빠, 일어나세요. 회사 가셔야죠. Dad, get up. You have to go to work. 일어나세요. This time it's an imperative, a command. Get up, please. Wake up, please. And the dad says, 오늘 휴가야. 회사 안 가. I'm on leave. I don't go to work today. Yeah, this time dad won't use honorific speech. He would just use casual speech without honorifics. So 오늘 휴가야. 회사 안 가. And now let's talk about past tense and future. The past tense of 으세요 is 으셨어요. And future is 으실 거예요. Yeah, for example, 가다, 가셨어요, 가실 거예요. 보다, to watch or to look at. 보셨어요, 보실 거예요. Yeah, I'll do this quickly. 쓰다, to use or to write. 쓰셨어요, 쓰실 거예요. And 만나다, to meet. 만나셨어요, 만나실 거예요. And noun이다, blah blah is the noun. Is 이셨어요 and 이실 거예요. Like 선생님이셨어요. The person was a teacher. 언니이실 거예요. If you meet the person, you'll be like a sister. You'll be a sister. 언니이실 거예요. 읽다, to read. 읽으셨어요 and 읽으실 거예요. 잡다, to hold or to catch something. 잡으셨어요 and 잡으실 거예요. And 블라블라고 싶다, wanna do something. 블라블라고 싶으셨어요. 블라블라고 싶으실 거예요. We also need to look into some specific verbs which have their own unique honorific versions. For example, 먹다, you may think, oh, the honorific form is 먹으시다, right? But it's not 먹으시다, it's 드시다. Yeah, it has its own form. So 먹다, 드시다. And in present form, you would say 드세요. 먹다, 드시다, 드세요. And then 자다, to sleep, it becomes 주무시다. 주무세요. 할머니가 주무세요. Grandma is sleeping. And 있다, to be or to stay, it becomes 계시다, to be somewhere. You've heard 안녕히 계세요, stay in peace. When you're leaving and the other person is staying, 안녕히 계세요. You say that, right? Yeah, that means to stay in peace. But 있다 has another meaning too, right? To have something, to own something. In that case, you won't use 계시다. You would use 있으시다. Yeah, like, Grandma, do you have a scarf? Then you would say, 할머니, 스카프 있으세요? Yeah, that sounds natural. You won't say, 할머니, 스카프 계세요? Yeah, it sounds a little weird. If you say 스카프 계세요, it sounds like you're being respectful towards a scarf. Yeah, so 스카프 있으세요? Do you have a scarf? And 없다 as well. We need to distinguish the two different meanings. Yeah, to not be there and don't have something. Not to have something. Yeah, to not be somewhere is 안 계시다. Yeah, you just use 안 plus 계시다. Yeah, 할아버지 안 계세요. Grandpa is not here. Or 아빠 안 계세요. Dad is not at home. He's not here. Not having something, not to own something is 없으시다. Yeah, like my dad doesn't have a car. 아빠는 차가 없으세요. 네, 차가 없으세요. My mom doesn't have a cell phone. 엄마는 핸드폰 없으세요. 네, 없으세요. Not to have something. And to die, 죽다, it becomes 돌아가시다. Yeah, literally means to go back to nature or where he or she came from. Yeah, 돌아가시다. Present tense is 돌아가세요. Past tense 돌아가셨어요. Maybe you'll get to hear past form more often. Yeah, somebody passed away. 네, 돌아가셨어요. And now we have practice questions. Today as well, we have a translation practice. So if I give you sentences in Korean, try translating them into English. If I give you in English, translate them into Korean. The first one, 점심 드셨어요? And the answer, 아니요, 아직 안 먹었어요. So, did you have lunch? 드셨어요? 드시다 is the honorific form of 먹다. And the answer, no, I haven't eaten yet. When answering, 아직 안 먹었어요, you won't want to elevate yourself. You don't want to show respect towards yourself. So you just use the normal, regular, polite version, 안 먹었어요. The next one, 보통 점심에 뭐 드세요? And the answer, 가볍게 먹어요. 샐러드나 샌드위치 먹어요. So 뭐 드세요? Again, 드시다, to eat. Usually at lunch, what do you eat? 가볍게 먹어요. I usually eat lightly. 가볍게. 샐러드나 샌드위치 먹어요. I eat a salad or a sandwich. And the next one, are you exercising these days? Yeah, I'm doing Pilates. Exercising, 운동하다. And then blah blah 세요 ending. 운동하세요. 요즘 운동하세요? 네, 필라테스 해요. or 하고 있어요. 필라테스 하고 있어요. Yeah, you wouldn't say about yourself, 필라테스 하세요. Yeah, you want to use the normal, regular form. 필라테스 해요. 이따 회식에 오실 거예요? 네, 가야죠. 오실 거예요 is the honorific form of 올 거예요. So later today, later, are you coming to the company dinner or team dinner? Yeah, I should come, of course. 네, 가야죠. When will you come this evening? And the answer, I'll arrive around 7. This time, we're using the verb come, 오다, and will come becomes 오실 거예요. So, 오늘 저녁에 언제 오실 거예요? And the answer, let's use the verb 도착하다, to arrive. 7시쯤 도착할 거예요. 라따쯤 is roughly or around. So, 7시쯤 도착할 거예요. I'll arrive roughly at 7. Are you learning Korean these days? And the answer, I'm taking a break. Taking a break, 쉬다. Yeah, so learning, to learn is 배우다. 배우고 계세요? Are you learning? Yeah. 배우고 있다. The honorific form of 있다 is 계시다. So you can say blah blah 고 계시다. Are you doing something? So 요즘 한국어 배우고 계세요? And the answer, 쉬고 있어요. I'm taking a break. 쉬고 있어요. 한국어 공부 다시 하실 거예요? 네, 내년에 다시 시작할 거예요. So, 한국어 공부 다시 하실 거예요? Are you gonna do Korean study again? Yeah, so, are you gonna resume studying Korean? And 네, 내년에 다시 시작할 거예요. Yeah, next year I'll start again. 내년에 다시 시작할 거예요. 할머니 장 보셨어요? 보셨어요? Honorific form. 아니, 오후에 볼 거야. Yeah, this is a regular casual speech. 오후에 볼 거야. So, Grandma, did you do grocery shopping? Did you go grocery shopping? No, I'll go in the afternoon. 오후에 볼 거야. 장 보다, to go grocery shopping. Grandma, are you gonna sleep in this room? Sleep, 주무시다. You can use the honorific form. And grandma's answer, no, I'll sleep in the living room. 거실. 할머니, 이 방에서 are you gonna, future, 주무실 거예요? 이 방에서 주무실 거예요? 아니, 거실에서 잘 거야. Casual speech, 거실에서 잘 거야. 과장님 회의 중이세요? 아니요, 자리에 계세요. So, blah blah 중이다 is to be in the middle of something. 회의 중이다, be in the middle of a meeting, having a meeting. Is the manager having a meeting? Or is the manager in the middle of a meeting? 회의 중이세요? Honorific speech. 아니요, 자리에 계세요. 과장님 자리에 계세요. He's at his desk. Yeah, he's at his spot, at his table, at his desk. If you want to practice more, you can get some more questions in my grammar note. To get that, you need to become my Patreon member. Consider that, becoming my Patreon member, and get grammar notes and transcripts. Or you can take my group classes or join in group chats, weekly group chats. Yeah, also have a look in the description. I hope you keep learning Korean, enjoy learning Korean. 한국어 공부 계속 재밌게 하세요. 네, 우리 다음에 또 만나요. I'll come back with another topic next time. 안녕, bye bye.
구독과